Hi everyone, you reached Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with a quick tea time moment, and today I'm simply having... I broke down, y'all. Y'all know I like the Starbucks. But I'm having an Earl Grey tea. It's plain, nothing in it. That's my tea for today. So my tea time moment is dedicated to Ye West. And listen, guys, because I'm so used to calling him Kanye. If I interchange between saying Ye and Kanye, forgive me ahead of time. And in case you don't want to stay for this whole video, I'm going to tell you up front the gist of what I'm going to say. And the gist is, mark my words, and listen, I'm no expert on this thing. I'm not a psychic, but mark my words. I'm thinking in under 60 days, the retail industry that shoved it to him, that cut him off, they're going to call him back up. They're going to try to find some way, even if they tell him, to go to classes, sensitivity classes, go to some seminars, speak to some people in the community. They're going to find a way to get back in relationship, in business with Kanye West. And the reason is really because of the almighty dollar. The green dollar bill, okay? And listen, when it comes to race relations, when it comes to different cultures, when it comes to being sensitive, the color green, the dollar bill trumps everything. So initially, of course, they did what I'm going to say is, that saying, and I got to read it so I don't mess it up. Cutting off one's nose to spite one's face is an expression used to describe a needlessly self-destruction overreaction to a problem, okay? And it says, don't cut off your nose to spite your face. It's a warning against, doing something too quickly out of revenge off of what someone else did. And I'm telling you that the fashion industry, they cut off their own nose to spite their face, to go in alignment with the crowd to say, destroy Ye West. Now, when it comes to the fashion industry, there's a time period in which they operate, and most of them operate in this situation where their operating cost is in the red, meaning that they're really not profiting, that everything that's happening at the moment is just pretty much taking care of the product. If they have a brick and mortar building, so to speak, an actual location where they sell their product, okay, and paying the employees. And what where the term Black Friday kind of birthed out of. There's plenty of meanings for the word Black Friday. But in retail, Black Friday was known as the day where finally most retailers would start to operate in the black instead of the red, meaning they begin to really make a profit or for everything that they're selling. And that is because in those last 2 months of the year, after Thanksgiving has passed, most people start to go shopping for, their holiday, which could be Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas, whatever it is. People really come out of their homes and start to spend their money because everybody, I don't care what culture you are, they love to see the smile on their children's faces or their loved one faces when they open their gifts on that particular holiday. So when Adidas, Balenciaga, The Gap, when they cut Kanye off and they stopped production of the sales of his products, they not only hurt him, they hurt themselves too, and they hurt their bottom line and their number. A lot of people got laid off as a result of them simply not selling Yeezy. Okay, people got laid off. Their forecast in profits was cut drastically in half also because there are millions of people out there that loved Yeezy, the product. And the demographics of people who love Yeezy, he crossed all cultural boundaries, okay? It was not just one pocket of people that love Yeezys. All cultures love Yeezys. That was kind of like the universal getting together. No matter what culture you was in, you saw people wearing Yeezys. So when they decided to sever ways with him, they not only pulled back money they was going to give him to be a billionaire, but they cut off billions of their dollars too. There's no company in this world that will pay somebody $1 billion or give them $1 billion contract unless that person is forecast to make over that billion for them. And Kanye West was making billions of dollars for all of these retailers that he was in connection with or had a contract with or had a relationship with. And as a result, for them throwing $1 billion his way, it was pennies on the dollar for that company because they were scheduled to make 10 times more than what they was paying Kanye to use his name and pump out his product. So right now, all of those retailers, they're feeling the pain of releasing their relationship with Ye, of now not just claiming they're not going to even sell the product that was already made. They're just going to throw it out, or they're going to try to rebrand it and not call it Yeezy and perhaps call it something else. But the public is not stupid. You can call, because he had a unique aesthetic for fashion, right? It was very different. It was different than what you ever seen before. So as a result, you can't just push his product out under another name because you're going to send the people an outrage. They're going to say, yeah, you're calling that a BB or whatever you want to call it, but we know that's a Yeezy brand. That's a Yeezy idea. That's a Yeezy product. And the reason why I'm telling you, they're going to rethink this relationship with him is because November and December is the month where all retailers really rake in their cash. And as a result of them severing their relationship with Yeezy, as a result of them not putting out that Kyrie sneaker that was scheduled to come out yesterday, November 8th, to represent the 8th sneaker that they have with them, is hitting them in the pockets also. So I don't know when this world developed the zero tolerance policy, right? And listen, both of these individuals, if we want to talk about Kyrie and Kanye, yeah, they done a whole bunch before this particular situation. But I think the world in general has adopted this, with the cancel culture. They adopted also a zero tolerance policy, meaning the minute you do something that we don't agree with, we're not going to counsel you. We're not going to give you a chance to sit at the table. We're not going to try to work this out and perhaps see where things went wrong. We're just going to cut you off at the knees, say that is it. Everybody should be done with you. We're going to push out that agenda to say, shut that person down. We don't ever want to hear from them again. And that is that. So with that being said, I'm telling y'all, because I did retail, and my retail friends out there, all through college, and I actually loved it, right? And I want to say one of my very first jobs when I started working was in retail. So again, I tell you that Black Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving, they called that Black Friday in retail because that is when most of those retailers started operating in the black on their financial books versus being in the red and not making any money. So the bulk of their profit in cash came during that time period. And so now Adidas, along with others, are, kind of sitting back and thinking to themselves like, okay, this thing happened at the worst possible moment for our pockets because all of those sales that we could have made during that Black Friday to December 31st period is now gone because we're not selling Yeezy and we're not selling a Kyrie sneaker. And you know what? We wanted to hurt those two individuals, but in trying to hurt them, we kind of cut ourselves off at the knees also. So listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. Do you think, even when someone just seems to be so egregious, so to speak, do you think that before we just start cutting people off at the knees, we should try to have some remedial educational training with them, sit down and talk with them, give them an opportunity to apply what was taught, and then after all of that, if they continue with the shenanigans, then we say, you know what, we got to cut this relationship off. Or do we, from the onset, when we see the behavior, we say, you know what, we're done with you, we cut you off, even if that cutting you off will impact us significantly also. Many of people have lost their jobs as a result of what happened with Kanye and all of his relationships with these different retailers. So innocent people, so to speak, that have nothing to do with the situation were impacted in such a critical time period when the economy is just a mess and all over the place. These people are finding themselves jobless. But the bigger picture is the actual retailer themselves. Adidas, you know, they was trying to cut him off from being a billionaire, but their record numbers that were forecasted were also cut in half. A lot of the that information is not going to be pushed out there because they don't want you to know that they are suffering also as a result of severing their relationship with Ye West. So chat with me in the comments, guys, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And I guess my real question for today is, one, do we just automatically just, boom, you did it, you're wrong, we'll cut you off, zero tolerance policy, we don't want to ever hear from you again, we're just done with you? Or should we give people the opportunity to recover? Should we try education and speaking to them behind closed doors and seeing if there's something redeemable in that person where we can continue this relationship, educate them, and let them know it was wrong? And after this point, you know, if you continue on, there will be no more warnings. We're just going to let you go. I mean, even when you have these HR policies, first they give you a verbal warning, then they give you a written warning, and then after that is grounds for termination. Where was the due process in this G West and Kyrie situation? Or was it just like, we're done with you? Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. And when I get an opportunity, if you chat with me in the comments, I will chat back. I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.